Cause my niggas, I stay bulletproof. Bulletproof. Wait, hold on, tell me what got into you. Into you. I search around the room like, where you? Where you? Rendo step to me, I'm like, who you? Who you? And you can say what you wanna say, but I stay on this shit, that's every day. Yeah, cause my nigga, I stay bulletproof. Bulletproof. So tell me, nigga, what got into you? Into you. Into you.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to season 2, episode 2 of Making Sense of Nothing.
We back, baby.
I'm your girl Q, aka Q-licious, aka Q Dollars, Q Money Bags, Q Bout That, Q You Know What It Is, Q from North Minneapolis, Q Minnesota, Star of the North, all that. No? Okay, I just, in case y'all ain't know, but Q-licious. Like, I ain't know if they knew. It's season 2,
Lord.
so I gotta make sure they know.
I feel you. And this be your boy, I ain't finna give y'all all those AKAs, but this be your boy Miller, aka Miller the One, back in this thing.
You sticking with the middle of the one, huh?
You mean sticking with the middle of the one?
I thought it was a phase.
And it's been middle of the one for my whole life. How not gonna be a phase?
So is life.
Don't know what we edited that completely.
That was for my dog Sam.
We edited
That was
that
for Sam.
completely out of this.
So is life. It's for my dog Sam.
Bro, don't put that in the air. We don't need people thinking that's something to say and then they start saying that junk.
Oh, Sam.
Oh my God. Yo, we not bringing that in season 2.
I think she would appreciate that.
Lord.
All right.
Does she say that on her blogs?
You know what? I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard it.
Oh, man.
I hear nothing but like wonderful, inspiring things.
I guess.
That's so
It was
funny.
me listening to him all the time. Now it's her listening to him.
That's what it is.
I guess.
But on today's episode, we're going to talk about just a few little random things. I know we want to discuss our favorite movie of all time, y'all. Explain why it's the favorite. My movie, hands down, best movie ever made.
What?
But y'all finna be like, what? Like,
It's not even better than my second favorite
like
movie of
I
all
think
time.
about it and it just makes me smile. Like this, I wish it was on right now. I'd be like, no
Lord.
podcast. Let me go watch my movie. Like, it's my jam.
Y'all, she telling the truth because she got it downloaded. She got it on VHS. She got it on CD. She got it on DVD, Blu-ray, digital. She had a junk on her Xbox. She recorded it on her Hulu.
First of all, it's a wonderful movie. We'll talk about it
Talking
later.
about if it was on right now. She got it. She can go home and just look right at it. It's just a shame, man.
Oh, Lord.
And my favorite movie is the best movie ever, but you know.
Not by comparison. We gonna let them decide, but I already know they gonna pick me. Because they fuck with me out there. You heard all the AKAs, so how could you not fuck with what that's bringing to the table? Like,
I mean, if we want to go by the AKAs, and let me throw some AKAs out there.
God.
AKA the guy that say AKA. AKA the guy that got 100 AKAs to say, but I ain't gonna say all the AKAs because I'm gonna let Q use all the AKAs so I don't have to say all my AKAs.
that's what I be talking about.
I'm
like,
just
you
saying.
real disrespectful with the AKAs. That's why we be beefing, man. But in addition to our favorite movie, we also gonna, I gotta bring to you some of my favorite news clippings. It's been some interesting news. It always is.
A
It
lot of
always
them
is.
dealing with Florida, y'all, because since
It's
we in
always.
Florida, the app. You know what? We need to promote that app. We ain't getting nothing for it, but we need to promote the app
It's
either way.
pretty dope app.
Because
I done made like 3 people at work download it.
Yeah, so it's called Newsbreak.
Yeah.
And we explained this back in season 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
We explained, so basically what Newsbreak is, it's an app. You get to put in where you stay at, your location, everything, and it's going to tell you local news and statewide news and nationwide news. But majority of the things are going to be local stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if you stay in Miami, it's going to tell you about Miami stuff. If you stay in New Orleans, it's going to tell you about New Orleans stuff. It's gonna
If
tell
you stay in Minneapolis,
it's going to tell you about Miami stuff. So is that
ridiculous?
nothing happens in Minneapolis? So
Yes, it do. Oh man.
So we were like, you know what?
Don't hate mail him, y'all. Don't hate mail him. He don't know no better. It's
and y'all, another thing. Since it's season 2, we got to let everybody know who haven't been in season 1 that. All right, y'all. So for those of y'all out there that's listening, it's a podcast. For those out there that's viewing it, it's a YouTube channel, but it's still a podcast. You feel me?
Accurate.
So we record video and audio. Feel me? So if y'all want to see what we look like, hop on YouTube. Making sense of nothing. Feel me? Y'all want to just listen, sit back and listen like y'all already doing? Then y'all already know where to go. Anywhere you can find a podcast, we there.
We there. We out here.
iHeartRadio, Apple, Spotify, what's the Switcher, Anchor, we some everywhere, man. We in places that I didn't even know we was at. I was Googling us just to see if we gonna show up in Google searches now, since we like 40 something episodes in, basically. Well, not episode, but 40 different podcast things, because our shorties, they count. So, but you know, just something up there. And I was searching, I was like, whoa, we on this? Whoa, we on that?
Yeah.
And then some of the places I didn't even know about, we got followers on there. So I'm like, oh, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this is what people. So thank y'all.
You know, follow us, so thank you everybody out there for following us. You know, so but I just had to put that out there, y'all, because I know in episode 1 we didn't mention it. So I know a lot of people probably be listening and was like, what do it mean y'all should see that or look at this or something like that? They're like, what are they talking about? But it's because you can see us on YouTube. You feel me? So y'all, we're gonna get that set. Y'all, we got a lot of things coming this season, man. We gonna get a little more technical with stuff.
Yeah, man.
Whenever I can get it down.
It's a lot of him. Y'all know he do all him and his wife, they do all the video, deciding all that. Like, I tape and be gone, and then they'll text me and be like, what you think about this? And I'll be like, oh yeah, that's what's up, but I'm about to go to bed, so. No, but I'm just kidding. But no, they do a lot of that. So all the editing, all this is the magic of what y'all see.
I mean, she do have she do get to help choose and stuff. Like, we was gonna have a different background, but then I asked her, she was like, I asked her, do she want to do some mall stuff, since Mall of America is her thing, because it's in Minnesota, which is the second biggest mall now.
What's the first?
The one that they made in New Jersey. The one they just opened up.
Ain't no mall in New Jersey.
They just opened up one like in New Jersey, and it's the biggest mall now.
In America.
Yes, it's bigger than Mall America. Ooh,
let me see.
They got a theme park in it.
Hey Google, where is the biggest mall in America?
Google don't know what she talking about, y'all.
Minnesota. According to World Atlas,
no,
the Mall of America in Bloomington, Minnesota is the largest mall in the United States.
That's why I don't know. Google don't let you down.
This is old.
Google is up to date. It will not let you down.
Ask about the new mall in New Jersey.
Okay, Google. How big is the new mall in New Jersey?
I don't know. Siri would ask that.
Here is information from Wikipedia.
American Dream Meadowlands is a retail and entertainment complex in the Meadowlands Sports Complex in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It has over 500 stores. This is not bigger than the mall.
No. I'm telling you, they mentioned it the other day. They
300,000 square feet. 300,000 square feet. How many square feet is the Mall of America?
Let's see, y'all.
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. The Mall of America has a gross area of 4,870,000 square feet.
Almost 2 million more? Oh, okay. Please let me this
Look. We gonna let it be great, but I'm telling you, they said it the other day. I was listening to it. They were talking about it on the radio.
Maybe they plan on expanding it, and eventually it will be. But as of now, bruh.
We gonna leave. Minnesota got the biggest one in the world, but the one in New Jersey is the big one
in America. I don't think it's in the world.
Oh, my bad.
I might be wrong.
That's why, because the one in New Jersey is the biggest in the world. That's why. Okay.
Well, false. I think there's one in Canada. I think I could be totally wrong, but I think there's a mall in Canada.
They found out how the biggest mall in the world in Canada. Canada only got 3 million people in it,
and they all go to that mall, bro.
Yeah, they gonna have the biggest mall in the world.
I could be wrong, but
Canada.
I feel like years ago I heard it was Canada, so they might be.
Canada. Miami got more people than Canada got in it.
And you see the
New York
first,
got like
sir,
almost triple the amount of people Canada got in it. They gonna
What
put
did
the big.
what did that have to do with
Why would they have a
the
mall
mall? Maybe
that
that's
big?
bringing
They
tourists
gonna be
in
big.
because there's not a lot of people there. So they're like, let's build us a big ass mall so we can have some, some income, some revenue, like so we can get that bank. Like, what's the issue?
Who finna go to Canada to go to a mall?
I would if I had a passport. I'm working on that. 2020 goals. I'm about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm late. All my friends got passports. I don't, because you know how people be like, man, I really don't want to spend that $200.
Yeah, but Canada,
I'm gonna do that.
They don't let people in. They get out of here. They use
Such a
they,
hater,
they
man.
don't let nobody
What's your
in
beef with
Canada.
the North? What's your beef with the North?
All I'm
You be
saying-
trying my dog Lexi with Brooklyn. You be trying me with Minneapolis. Now you trying Canada. Like, what is it with you?
But I don't
Anything
try-
above the
I don't
Mason
try
Dixon, you got
I don't
issues
try her
with.
with Brooklyn though.
You real.
I just be trying to find out what part of Brooklyn is the Bronx. That's all I be trying
And
to find out.
you be getting verbally assaulted when you be asking those questions.
Can somebody out there please help me find out what part of Brooklyn is the Bronx?
Somebody
'Cause sooner or later,
don't even.
I'm gonna be going to New York, and I
he's
want to
gonna get
know.
lost.
And I want to know when I'm in Brooklyn, do I need to go like down the street to make a left, down the street to make a right? Is it like on the other side? Like I want to know what part of Brooklyn is the Bronx.
Just
That's
make
all
a
it is.
right and go to Newark and just stay over there in New Jersey.
Where the biggest mall in the world at? Well, in America, it's all.
Like, ridiculous.
Yeah, but another thing that we want to talk about too. I want to also talk about. I was listening to T.I.'s podcast. I don't want to mess up his podcast because it's a real good podcast.
I think Expeditiously.
Yes, Expeditiously, yeah. So I was listening to that, and I listened to like 2 of the episodes. One episode I listened to it had Charlemagne the God on because I really like Charlemagne the God. I like when
It
he
was on
talking.
T.I.'s podcast.
Yeah,
at
it
the
was
time.
on T.I.
Okay.
podcast. And it was talking about, so I'm going to jump in it real quick, y'all. So, for the people who know from season 1, even though I got some weird beliefs about a bunch of things, and my mind goes somewhere everywhere, and I believe in a lot of junk that most people don't believe in, or people might find like a little extreme or something like that, or maybe crazy, but I do believe in God. I do believe in Jesus. I am a Christian by default because I believe in Jesus. I am really a Muslim, but I'm a Christian by fault. But with that being said,
bring that Muslim word into.
but with that being said, T.I. and Charlemagne was talking about how they believe in God and they believe in Jesus. They don't believe in the Bible because they feel as though because the Bible being rewritten so many different times in so many different ways that people just done blurred it and did different things and everything like that, right? And one of the people on T.I.'s podcast, I forget the dude's name, but he told them the best thing about the Bible is that God made it so you can be able to go and read it yourself and find the truth. Because if you keep allowing other people to give it to you and going by them, then they're going to make you want to believe what you want to believe. And my issue with T.I. and Charlemagne on this, and like I said, y'all, I'm a big fan of both of them. But the thing that I have an issue with them is that they was quoting Bible scriptures and verses, but they was only taking segments out of it. And God said that we shouldn't change, alter, or I don't know how the other word, but smear His word basically. We shouldn't make it into our own. We shouldn't change it up so it can fit us or anything. And I don't know if Charlemagne or T.I. was doing this on purpose, but they was taking the Lord's word. They were taking Jesus, and they were going back in the Old Testament before Jesus, but they were taking Jesus' words. They were taking the word of God from the old days, and from the Old Testament, I'm sorry. And the thing about it was, it's about slavery. And they were saying the reason why the white man won't force Christianity on black people is to keep us down, to make sure that we don't rise up against them. And they said one of the things is because I think it was in I know it's in Exodus and in Leviticus, I believe, but it basically states about so this is the way they said it. They said that the Bible say that a slave should respect and honor his master. Should respect and honor his master. A slave should always protect and serve his master. That's what they were saying, right? And it was like, why can you believe something like that? That's trying to tell us that we supposed to be slaves and we supposed to protect them. And they were saying, and that's why with the what was the police lady name? Gardner, what's her name?
Police lady.
The lady that killed the dude, walked the house and killed the dude.
Oh, Amber Geiger.
Amber Geiger. That's what it was saying. That's why when she got sentenced, the brother said that he forgave and gave her a hug, and the judge gave her, because it was like, it was that slave mentality, like we don't want to see master be done wrong. We feel sorry for master and everything. And they were so wrong on that. So y'all got to understand what the Bible said about that. First of all, the word slave is not the correct word that was used. It was servant. And it said a servant should always serve their master, should always honor and respect their master. A servant of the master supposed to protect the master. That's what supposed to do. So, let me tell y'all this. A butler, a maid, a bodyguard, a lawn service person, all of those there. If you go to a rich person's house, person that got a bunch of money, they got all of that there. And all of those people are their servants. Let one of them get out of hand. Let one of them disrespect them. Let one of them talk to them any kind of way. Let one of them do anything wrong. And they gone. Because of your job as a servant is that you're supposed to serve them. That's why you see a lot of butlers. Y'all listen, y'all Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Jeffrey used to always say, Master Williams. That's what the Bible is. The Bible is saying that God is your master and you are a servant. And what the Bible was doing was bringing it down. So y'all understand, the reason why Jesus is even here, the only reason why Jesus was here, was put here, so we can have something tangible. So we have something that we can relate to. Because if God kept going and saying all this stuff about God this and God that and what God does and God that, y'all gonna say, of course, because he's God. How can he expect a man to do that? So they put a man. So he put a man on the planet to show us that now I got somebody there living right there in the thick of things just like you. And he finna go through it all to show y'all the right way. So it was like, bruh, don't mix the words up. Don't mix it. And if you're gonna if they would have read the whole thing, if they would have quoted the whole thing and then came up with that, I would have been okay with it. Because that's their understanding of it. So if they would have read the whole thing, they would have read the whole verse out and then came up with that, I would have been like, oh, this is what he got out of it. Oh, you what's the word? Not translate. Interpret it. You interpret it differently. Okay.
Essentially, though, what they did, what you're mad at them for, is their whole beef with the Bible in the first place. Like, it's been translated so many times that it's easy for somebody to omit information, you know what I'm saying, because they don't like it or they don't agree. And you know, like, you talking about homosexuality, I'm going to leave, I'm going to take this out or I'm going to leave that in, you know what I'm saying, to benefit the translator. That's what they were, what they were talking about was what they interpreted from what was in the Bible. So it's kind of sort of
I
all the
understand
same.
But then that's the thing, man. So I got so far, y'all. I'm gonna cut this down some either way.
So yeah, it's a good point though. That's a good point.
But yeah. It was just y'all. I listened to the other podcasts, y'all. I ain't just sitting say, well, I got my own podcast, so I ain't listening to theirs. Nah, still listen to Brilliant Idiots. Listen to T.I.
Expeditiously.
I only got 2 episodes in, y'all, so that's why I keep forgetting the name. I listened to Lip Service twice.
Great one.
I'm lying. I didn't listen to Lip Service. I listened more than that. But Angela Yee keep making me mad every time because it's like she's biased when it comes to certain things, and when she's on the Breakfast Club, it's like she's a different Angela Yee than she is on her podcast. And it's like, bruh, that made me feel like you fake now because you're.
I think sometimes she just likes to play devil's advocate.
So it's just like, on her podcast, it's like, oh shoot, look at Angela Yee. On the Breakfast Club, it's like, bruh, really? So it's like, whatever. I haven't.
But you still watch it though.
I haven't paid attention to Envy's yet. DJ Envy's and him and his wife. I don't think I'm gonna ever do it because to me DJ Envy is just, he's better than all of us, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how he make it seem.
He's made sure we've known that.
Yeah, he's better than all of us. He do everything better than everybody. He had a better upbringing, better life, better everything. You know, your parents driving a Cadillac, but his parents had that same Cadillac 3 years before your parents. You know, crap like that.
Before it even came out.
Yeah, before it even came out. They had, matter of fact, the Cadillac people was in their backyard making it for him.
Petty.
Like, no, I'm just saying, DJ Envy he just rubbed me that way, like, bruh. I don't see how he can relate to like I relate to Angela Yee more than I relate to him, and Angela Yee didn't even live that type of life, and she had mixed race parents, like she's mixed race. She had 2 parents with 2 different races, names like that, and I still can relate more to her than I can to DJ Envy, and it's like he make it seem like he talk about the struggle and talk about them, but it's like, bro, how when you turn around and always mentioning how you went to you fortunate how you went to a black college and all that. They're like, we get it, cuz, but so it's like, I don't know, I'm just ranting right now.
That really grinds his gears.
Yeah, for real.
All right. Well,
so what are we getting into? Articles of
we can get into some articles. We'll end it on the movie note because I just know you're going to make me angry and I ain't going to want to talk no more because he's going to disrespect my movie. So we're going to save that for last.
I get
so I'll try to quickly. Let me just see if I can. Okay, so there was a toddler that got hospitalized for eating psychotic drugs that was mixed in with her Halloween candy.
What?
The kid's okay. They don't think it was on purpose. This actually happened all the way in Australia, but I just thought it was weird. Like, how do you accidentally hand in? But I feel like if they're under the influence of a drug, they probably was out of it and just like reached and threw something in the bucket. So, I don't know.
So I was like, candy?
This one, I was like, let me say this and let Miller know because I know this is something you probably care deeply about. Like, you probably care more about this than anybody else.
What is this?
In the world. I just wanted to let you know, friends, that Kodak Black was involved in a prison fight on Tuesday, and it left one guard hospitalized. It started between 2 inmates at the Federal Detention Center at 33rd Northeast 4th Street.
Why me?
Do you know where that is?
That's what. Hold on, which one? What is that?
The Federal Detention Center at 33rd Northeast 4th Street.
That's is that the one that's by Flagler? I don't know.
I thought you might have knew where that's at. You know where all this stuff is. The guard was taken to the hospital. His injuries weren't released. I don't know if y'all knew Kodak Black changed his name to Bill Capri. So his name is, his real name.
Oh, so his real name not Bill Capri?
No, his real name was something else. Something else. And he changed it to Bill Capri. So his real name is Bill Capri. His rapper name's still Kodak Black. Which I found.
He changed his legal name?
But he changed his legal name to Bill Capri.
Bill Capri.
With a K. Capri with a K.
William Capri?
Bill Capri. Ain't no William. Bill.
Is this somebody famous? Y'all look up William Capri.
Yes, yeah.
The front?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the thing that happens. Yeah. I also read that South Florida was voted the most rat-infested area in all of Florida. South Florida was voted most rat-infested area in all of Florida. Which is weird, because knock on wood, I've never seen a rat since I've been down here.
I mean, they got a good place to live. I mean, they got enough water, and I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, but I was like, that's crazy. Like, and they came to this conclusion based on Orkin, you know, the rodent people. Their services provided, the treatments provided rather, from September 15th, 18 to September 15th of 19 this year. So South Florida got most of their calls, and that's where they made most of their
remember I told you about the rat at my job?
Ah! Yeah, he did. It was a rat jumped on him.
He didn't jump on me. He did not jump on me.
You said he was like...
He jumped over my shoulder.
He didn't touch your body at all?
No.
Oh my God, that's still terrifying. That like makes my skin crawl.
Jumped on me.
Terrifying. I would have been... Did you like scream like a little bitch? Like...
Really?
I mean, you could have screamed. It would have been only
Bro,
right.
but I didn't scream though. I didn't need to scream. I knew automatically that it was a rat in there.
But you didn't know it was going to jump over your shoulder though.
I didn't either, but I was prepared for anything.
What if he would have been like,
right
on your face?
I was glad that I didn't like try to punch out, and then he like when I went to punch him, he like so he just scratched my hand or something.
What if he would have like jumped on your face though? What you would have did?
Nah, I mean he could have. He jumped on my shoulder. Y'all saw him at work, right? At my other job, the gas station job, and I'm changing the trash, right? And I'm shaking the thing like trying to so they have like these nice little things that make it look good, and then they have a trash can inside of it, and then the trash bag inside the trash can, right? So I picked the little trash can up, boom, set it up like this and everything, set up on the little thing so it can hold itself up. Take the bag, start tying it up and everything. But it was so packed, like nobody ain't changed the trash. Like I don't work there every day. I only like the last 5 weeks I've only been working there on Saturday and Sunday. So it's like nobody ain't changed that trash like the whole week or something. So it's taking forever to get the bag out. So I gotta like shake it like this and hit the can against the thing that is in to make it come out. So I'm like boom, 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 and trying to make it come loose. I'm like boom, 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 trying to make it loose. Then I'm like boom, 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 and I'm like, the fuck is the extra noise coming from? So I'm like, boom, 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 boom. So I'm like, what the heck is that extra noise? It's going against the beat that I'm making with the thing. And I look at the side of the thing and ain't nothing there. I said, oh, maybe it's a bag, a bottle in the bottom of the bag, because it is up some more than what it was. And it's hitting on the side of the thing. So I'm like, whatever. So I'm like, doing it again. Boom, 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 boom. The fuck? No, it's something in there. It's nowhere in the world like that. So I'm like, man, whatever. So I'm like, it got to be something in there. So then I like hit the thing a little bit more, like, and then I just start hearing something like, and I said, I knew it was something in there. No lie. As soon as I like put the thing down like that, all I see is like a rat just, and then jump, and then I did like the Matrix, like, right over my shoulder, hit the ground, like, beep, beep, and then like made a little squeak sound and rolled and then shot off. And I'm like, what the heck? So I'm like, I know there's another rat in there. So then I go now and I'm like, for the tie the bag up real fast. So I'm like, tie this bag up. Double tie. Say, now let's see what you do. So then I go and I'm like shaking, trying to get it out. So when I finally get the bag out, I see the bag. Like when I pull it out, all I see is in the bag, like, let me put my hand on shirt, like this. Like that. And I said, I knew there was another one in there. And I'm like, dang, buddy sooner or later, he gonna be running out of air and he gonna start clawing himself out. So I'm gonna get him. So while he like doing like this, all in the bag, I get the bag, and this big old like wheelbarrow type cart thing we carry the garbage in, and I get the bag, and I'm like, boom, slam it down in there real hard on the side the rat was on. Like, you should never show me where you was. It's like, bam. So I'm like, okay. So then I say, he ain't moving. All right, let me go ahead and start going about my business. I'm gonna go to another garbage, put that up and throw that on top of that. He gonna be stuck in there. But then all I see now, and that's out of nowhere. I guess he got from on days. He was like, get from on days and jump. And then now all I see him is doing this now.
Like, he really
he really trying to get out of there. I said, shoot, let me back up, cause sooner or later he gonna rip himself out of it. He gonna claw his way out of that. There's no way in the world that bag gonna keep that rat in there. So then next thing you know, like I said, as soon as I step back, he like get out and then he like shoot inside of there, and then he go to the edge and then he trying to jump up over. He can't jump out. And I'm like, and the part he trying to jump out of, that's why I gotta get and hold the thing and walk it. So if I would have did, he would have jumped there. I said, nah, I'm gonna stay back from that. I said, dang, man, I gotta get that rat out of there or kill him in there, one or the other, but I gotta get rid of this rat. So I'm trying to like figure out what I'm gonna do with this rat, and then I'm like, darn it, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tilt the wheelbarrow up so he can jump out of it and get out. Tilt it to the front and go towards the ground so you just run up and jump out. So it's not a straight up jump no more. So I try to do it, but he hadn't got so tired, he went and like stayed down by one of the bags and like not moving. So I'm like, God darn rat. So I'm like kicking the side of the can thing like boom, 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 like come on rat. So he started finally moving around again.
Come on rat.
Yeah. So then I go and I get the thing and I lean it up like this. I'm looking over the side and then I like kick it again. Boom, boom. And then he go and he jump and he go like this rat ran and jumped so fast. I don't think he realized the ground was like right here because I had the thing tilted. But the way he jumped was like way up here. So he hit the ground and he was going so fast, he went outwards. He went outwards and skirt, and then shot in the bushes where the other rat went. And I was like, ain't this some...
How you know they weren't mice?
No, these were rats. These things were like this. Unless mice get like this, that was a rat. He could have been still a mouse. Just a big ass mouse. Big ass gray mouse.
No bueno.
So I can understand that Florida got more rats than
I know you were scared though.
I wasn't scared. I was prepared.
Interesting.
Prepared. Killed plenty of rats in my life. Hunting down rats before.
Oh Jesus. There was a principal in Florida that got fired recently because he said he couldn't prove that the Holocaust was the actual event. It's just rare. Like, I've heard that there are a lot of Holocaust deniers. I've heard that before.
He got fired because he said he can't prove it?
Yeah. Well, he was a principal in Boca.
But why would they fight him because he can't prove it?
First of all, everybody
he didn't
knows
say it
that
didn't happen. He said he can't prove that it happened.
There's evidence that it did.
The evidence
the Holocaust. It was hell though. The Holocaust definitely happened.
But it was evidence that we made it to the moon.
That's something totally that don't do this. Don't do this. Because I have done extensive research on the Holocaust. And
did you do any research to see if it didn't happen?
There was, of course you come across that when you do extensive reach pertaining to a subject. You're going to come across conspiracy theories and naysayers and all that.
Prove that it didn't though.
Oh my God. I'm not going to do this. I just thought it was weird that a black person is denying something so, incredibly...
But it didn't say deny. He said he can't prove it.
First of all, that's a stupid thing. That was a nice way for him to say it. He said it like that because he was like, I'm going to say this as PC as possible, when it ultimately boils down is, I can't say that it happened. I don't know if I believe that it happened. It can be interpreted in multiple ways. He said it as most PC as he thought that he could in fucking Boca, where it's like a bajillion Jewish people in high positions. You don't try it like that.
He can't prove it. They fired the man because he can't prove it?
He shouldn't have never said that. He shouldn't have never said that.
But nobody can prove it unless they was there.
So, and there was people that was there. They're all pretty much dying off now. I think somebody just died this year. I don't know if that was the last living person I remember.
And how did they prove?
They were there.
How did they prove it? How we didn't know that they didn't just say, "Know what? We need to get up out of here."
I'm sure they have records. They have records and ways to prove this. Like right now, if you just started, if somebody random American, 80, 90-year-old American started saying that, I'm sure they would be able to trace back whether or not that American person is lying about it. They have ways to figure that shit out. It's not, you can't just wake up and say some shit happened. You were a part of some stuff. You just can't do that. There's some stuff you can lie and run with it. Holocaust. That's.
All I'm saying
very
is the
intricate
man
in the
should
way
never
they
got
did
fired for saying he can't prove it.
I think that he should have.
I don't think he should have got fired for it, but alright.
Yeah, it was an angry parent that wrote in because he said that. He said, I can't say the Holocaust is a factual historic event because I'm not in a position to do so as a district employee. So he said, because I'm a principal, I can't say the Holocaust was real.
He can't. He has to be biased. He has to be biased to the things he don't know. I don't know for sure. I don't know if it happened or didn't happen. That's all he's saying. Don't ask me. Ask somebody else.
And I mean, I don't know. I just think he shouldn't have said it.
I think freedom of speech.
If that's the case, he should have just said, I'm not a teacher. That's not my area of expertise. I don't have nothing to say about that. He could have. But the way he... I can't prove that it happened. It's a factual, historic event.
And then they would have been like, oh, so what you trying to say? Since you ain't no teacher, you don't believe in it?
No. I mean, I think he wouldn't have got fired if he said it that way.
Yeah. That's being PC.
Also, Lil Wayne is engaged to a plus-size model. I was like, yeah, go ahead, Louise F.
Lil Wayne,
yeah.
married, engaged?
Yeah, engaged to. He got him a little plus-size
old
model.
Enough to do it, so I guess.
Yeah.
About that time.
Yeah.
38 years old, about to get married.
All right, let me see if there's one more thing. Oh, I don't know if you know. Okay, there was a Florida transgender woman accused of setting fire inside a Taco Bell. Now, I wish that y'all could see this. Y'all gonna have to Google it. Okay, it's a transgender woman. It goes by the name of, it's either Mia, it's M-I-A, so Mia or Maya Williams. And throughout the whole article, they're referring to this person as she, her, whatever, because transgender, okay, whatever. However, this is the mugshot they keep showing.
What the hell?
Y'all can't see it from there, but Google transgender Florida set fire to Taco Bell. This is the transgender woman.
What the hell?
How, Sway? How is this a transgender woman? I've read like 4 or 5 articles.
You gotta send me like a screenshot of that. I gotta make sure. Y'all, I'm gonna have to put that so y'all can see this.
But yeah, so Mia Williams, 32. It says Mia Williams, seen sporting a beard in her mugshot, was born a man but identifies as a woman.
Oh, because he going to jail, duh.
Like,
good
it
job,
says,
guy. Good job.
Williams entered Taco Bell, poured gasoline on a customer, and set the customer on fire.
Whoa.
The victim was airlifted to the hospital with serious injuries. After the initial incident, authorities said they began getting a number of calls for fires. Starting at about 5 in the morning on Thursday, cars were on fire, a church got set on fire.
What the hell?
It's just like a lot of fires, a lot going on, and they say Mia or Maya is the suspect for all this. But then on one of the articles, I should have saved that article, there was a screenshot from inside the Taco Bell. Looked just like this, but had like skinny clothes, like woman demeanor, but still looked like this. So I'm so confused. Like, so if we do this, if you can put a picture up so people can see.
Yeah,
in the meanwhile, y'all Google it and y'all gonna see it and be like, the hell, like. There's no way to not, because you know how people are like, oh, you're very insensitive to trans, but it's like you have no way. Like, I could never talk to this person and be like, okay, ma'am, okay, like I could never. Like, that's just I don't know. But if you feel like a woman, I guess, sir, ma'am. See, like,
see, that's a sir. I don't care what nobody say. That is a 100% sir.
I'm gonna send you a screenshot the one we done.
Y'all, can I ask y'all a question? They don't want me to ask this question. I'm gonna ask this question.
Oh God.
If a man identifies himself as a woman, do he stand up or sit down when he pee? That's the real question.
And most people that answered this question when he did this poll, most people said that if they go to a women's bathroom, they probably sit. However, if they're just feeling feminine, however, go to a men's bathroom, they're probably standing. Probably if they're like in a urinal.
But if you identify as a woman, what woman you know that stands up and pees?
I guess it's the level of womanness that they feel. Because if they're very prissy in how they act, I can't see them being prissy and like holding their dick. So they probably sit down. It's probably more comfortable for them that way. However, if they just...
But do they ever touch their dick when they sit down and pee? If they do sit down and pee.
What you mean touch it?
Like, do they touch it?
Like hold it to pee? Like while
do anything that we do when we sitting down and peeing? Because, you know, man.
I feel like a man should, because they have to shake. Y'all gotta shake.
When you do it, when you're doing number 2, you sit down and you pee. That's the only time you sit down and you pee. When you're a man that identifies as a man. But if you're a man that identifies as a woman, or a man that think that he's a man but he's a woman trapped in a man's body, do you stand up or sit down when you pee? That's question number 1. And question number 2 is, if you do sit down and pee, do you touch your dick?
All right,
do
so
you even call it a dick? Because wouldn't that mess up their psyche even more?
Probably.
It was like, I'm a female, but man, my dick be getting in the way when I'm trying to pee sometimes. Or my dick
maybe
don't
we
fit
should
in
try
the
to find
panties.
it. There's transgender people where we work. Wasn't it one on an account that you used to help out on?
Oh yeah, on Abby.
Well, I wasn't going.
Forgot about him, her, whoever.
All right, so favorite movies. I'm gonna let you go first.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm uncomfortable walking up to just a transgender person and be like asking questions. Not even.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't ask them a question
that type
like
of
that.
question. I mean, just asking them a question. Period.
So, what you want to Skype?
No,
You want to text them?
I just know. I just can't see myself.
Well, then don't inquire on things that you wouldn't be comfortable discussing it with them.
because they can send it in a comment. Something,
oh, so that's the only way you can get your answer via comment?
Or via somebody else.
So then you don't really care to know the answer then.
I do want to know the answer.
You don't. That's crazy.
I do want to know the answer. It's just that I know that I'm going to do something that they going to think that's rude or disrespectful. I'm going to say something they rude or disrespectful.
Well, I can see how that question could be interpreted as such.
Because they're going to ask me, a transgender man come up and talk to me, and then he come to me and he say something, and I'm going to say sir to him.
I
And
mean,
then he gonna be like,
if it, like
I'm
for
not-
instance, if RuPaul, no, because somebody that don't know RuPaul would probably think that was a woman. But if it's a man, like one that is clearly going for woman and is doing a pretty good job, but maybe they jawbone is maybe still kind of strong, so it make you be like, you're still gonna be like, ma'am, miss. Yes, you would. You know that you would. Because that would be extremely rude if they were doing all that. If they had a down pat like that, and you still talking about some sir.
I'm not calling them neither one. So I don't get misconfused or something like that or whatever. I'm not saying neither one. Oh, you said remind me of clear bottle of water. How we get this far in the episode without telling me about clear bottle of water? Look, y'all, this pause and this break and our whole talk about this. Oh, look at that water. Look at that. All that condensation on there.
How you get the condensation out?
Look at that. Yeah.
Did y'all see how you got the condensation out the bottom?
Bro, you see how I'm trying to go past that?
All right.
Alright,
man. Drink your water, bro.
I'm trying to go past that.
Drink your water.
Dang, boy.
I told you about drinking so hard, man. Like, you don't gotta do all that.
Look,
God.
Clear bottle of water. That's that. Oh, I'm gonna do it after this. Come in so I can do my clear bottle of water. Bring your buddy in.
Wait. Why you gotta drink so hard?
So we back, y'all. Had to do some editing. because I was in the middle of doing the clear bottle of water, the part y'all ain't gonna see or hear about. But this episode is brought to you in part by a clear bottle of water. That crisp, clean, clear, delicious, wonderful tasting, just so good water. It's just like, but it's so good. It's just like, quench your thirst and everything. Clear bottle of water, y'all. I ain't gonna make this long. Y'all know what it is. Get this at your local stores. Get this anywhere you want to be. You feel me? It's similar to like that card, that credit card company. I ain't gonna say their name. That's everywhere you want to be. Like that's a clear bottle of water. Clear bottle of water. Get it everywhere you want to be. Feel me? But I get in trouble saying they slogan, but not saying their name.
We'll find out.
So since I said theirs, I mean I say everybody else's song. Fuck, I don't know everybody else's. Darn it, y'all help me out. Help me. Clear bottle of water, help me. I almost choked. Clear bottle of water, y'all. I was drowned. So
maybe they shouldn't drink clear bottle of water.
I'm trying to think yeah, but clear bottle of water, y'all. It's the best thing out there, man. If y'all ain't drinking this, then what the heck y'all drinking? You feel me?
I was trying to find slogans.
But I can't even think of other people's slogan, man. I'm mad now.
Insert other people's slogan here.
Yeah, there you go. We gonna have to find something. I'm gonna have to put like a little audio thing there and say, and it's gonna be saying like all their slogans.
Yeah.
So then they're gonna be like, okay. So he disguised it.
Oh Jesus. Jesus. So favorite movies. You go first because mine is so dope. Save the best for last.
I guess, but y'all, my favorite all-time movie is a movie that stars Samuel Jackson. Why I can't never think of dude name. I was just gonna say Keanu Reeves. I can't think of his name.
And Matthew McConaughey?
There you go, Matthew McConaughey. There it is. I don't know I can think of his name. But yeah. But it's a movie from the 90s. It's called A Time to Kill.
It is a good movie.
Now, I love A Time to Kill because even though when I first seen this movie, I didn't have a child. I didn't think I was going to have a child until my plan to have my first child was like 26. Right? I had my first one when I was 21. So there you go. But, darn it, I gave y'all some real information about me. Shit. Try best not to do that stuff. But, but whatever.
God.
But, yeah, it came out back there, and that movie there is basically about this little girl. Her mama sent her to the store, is back in Mississippi, back during the 60s, I think it was, or whatever, but the olden times. And she sent her daughter to go to the store to go buy some stuff.
She said the 60s was the olden time.
Yeah.
All right.
Sent to go buy some stuff, some groceries and stuff. On her way back, these three rednecks driving in the truck, they fly by her, like scare her off the road. They realize, oh shoot, she by herself. So they turn back around and they like calling her niggas and stuff like that. And then one of them get a beer can, a full beer can, and throw it and hit her in the head, knock her down. And then they jump out the car, they go grab her, throw it in the back of the truck, hog tie her in the back of the truck, and then put it back there. Then they all of them drink and pour beer all over her. And then they rape her, pee all over her, and then they take her into the woods, and then where the KKK be at, took a noose wrapped around her neck, tied her to a tree, and left her there to die. But this one dude, they didn't say who it was. You don't find out who it was until the end of the movie. But he go and help gets her down from there, whatnot, call the police and everything. Little girl almost dead. Thing go through. The dudes are going to trial or whatnot. They about to get off. They finna go to jail for like 2 years. They finna go to jail, and then we're possibly getting off earlier. And Samuel Jackson is the father in this thing, and he did what young Millers knew that he would have did from get-go. He did it. He went to the courthouse the day before, went inside one of these little vents things, hid in there, waited till they went in there, waited after the trial. They hugging the police officers and hugging each other and saying, we'll be out in less than a year. And Samuel Jackson like, no, you won't come up out that bitch. Kill it. Hang it. Shooting them. Kill both of them. He shoot one of the police officers in the leg. Buddy had to get his leg amputated and all that. They asked the police officer in the thing in trial, asking if they mad at him. Police officer say, no, I'm not mad at him. If it was me, I would have did the same thing. I'm glad he did it. He did what he was supposed to do. So they didn't think that the white police officer was going to agree with him because he got a leg cut off. The man was like, shit, after they did that to my daughter, they would never even made it to court type jump. So, and then basically Matthew McConaughey was the lawyer for him, and the NCAA,
NAACP?
I don't know how I get all black people stuff wrong. But yeah, NAACP, they go to all these different churches and stuff, raising money for him so he can go and then try to get him the raise money. They try to get him a lawyer. But he ain't want no black lawyer. He ain't want no black big time lawyer that wasn't even from Mississippi. He wanted a lawyer that was born and raised in Mississippi and was white. He got Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey was like, why you did it? He said, because I needed somebody that looked like them, who understand them, to be my lawyer. I could have gave my money to all that money to anybody else. Right there. But the NAACP people tried to force him to use the money on one of them and said, they weren't going to give him the money. He was like, so you want me to go tell those church people that the people y'all collect the money from, that y'all ain't going to give the money to me to pay for my defense? You want me to put that on y'all? And they were like, brother, why would you do that? Just let one of us, that money can go to one of us. And he was like, nope, get it to who I want to get it to. So basically, Matthew McConaughey, he goes through the whole trial and whatnot. He almost get ready to lose his wife and his daughter because of the KKK and everything is like threatening him and his wife. And then him and his this lady come from New York who used to live in New York. She's like his sidekick. But they almost about to have sex. He almost messed up his whole marriage like that and everything. And basically, at the end of the movie, what make him get Samuel Jackson off is that, no pun intended. Yeah,
I was gonna say.
but what helps him get him to win the trial is he tell everybody they said a jury of their own of his peers, but everybody in the jury was white. Everybody in the jury was white. A lot of was older white people, so from Mississippi. But he told them in the closing argument, he said, I want y'all to close your eyes. So they say, vision is a 9-year-old girl walking down the road. She just going to the store like she normally do. A truck come and somebody go past her and they get a full beer can and throw it with so much force that it hit her side of the head and knock her unconscious. And instead of them just leaving from there, then they get her and they drag her behind the back of the truck with her poor little body torn up into pieces. They go and they rape her, and then they sodomize her and they pee on her. And then, just to make things worse, they go and they take her and they put a noose around her neck, put her around a tree, and she hanging there. And he said, keep your eyes closed. Say, do you see her? And he said, you see her? She there hanging for her life. Do you see her? She there losing her breath. Do you see her? He said, nah. Imagine that was a white girl. And the whole courtroom like gas, and they open their eyes, and you see some of the white jurors like tears running down their eyes because he forced them to imagine that and then put a white girl there. And they were like, fuck. And then everything went quiet. They were walking back and forth. You see Matthew McConaughey walking back and forth. What you think they're going to say? What you think they're going to say? The picture pans out to the crowd outside. You see the KKK on one side saying, kill him, we're going to jail. The black people on the other side saying, free him, free him, free him. and then the court doors come open, bust open. This little black boy come out, he yelling out, "Not guilty, not guilty," and everybody going, "Yeah, this what I'm talking about, baby." Because if you gonna kill anybody, you kill them when they mess with your kid. That's what you do. And everybody should let the man go off. Because let him off. Because you got to understand there's no way in the world you are thinking with a rational mind with something like that happen to your daughter, and then they tell you that these people got 2 years, and then they talk about something, they'll be out next year.
Yeah.
Bruh, you don't make it to that courthouse. He wouldn't even made it in the courthouse. They would have not made it in the courthouse.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't me going in there and killing them, I would have had my brothers and stuff with me, and if they would have never came me, I'm mad at them afterwards. Yeah, so Time to Kill, y'all. That's my favorite movie of all time. I love that movie. Q, go ahead and take the stage. What's your favorite movie?
Okay, so my favorite movie, it doesn't even necessarily need the brilliant synopsis like this young man gave. Mine is just, I'm gonna just say the name of it, and y'all gonna be like, you know what, she right. Like, and I'm dead ass. Like, this is literally my favorite movie. Like, I don't want y'all to think that I'm just playing. I think it's a great movie. I think everybody needs to watch it. I always plan on having my white friends watch it, but I never got there. Like, it's just never happened. But I'm gonna make that happen.
I think I've seen Lion King before already.
So anyway, my favorite movie.
What's your favorite movie, y'all?
The 5 Heartbeats.
The Temptations?
The 5 like, y'all, it has everything. It got the music, it got the good acting, it got Leon in it. Like, all the bitches want Leon in. Like, it has, it has happiness, sadness, drugs, lying, cheating, like, happiness. It has everything. It's like, it got Red hanging niggas off balconies, telling them his office hours 9 to 5, nigga. Like, what is you saying?
Oh,
they started from the bottom and they was here, bro.
Like a shorter version of the Temptations?
Like, it's a great movie. Oh my God, I just love it so much. I think everybody needs to watch it. It's, it's bad when, like, if I'm not home and it comes on TV, or like if even if I'm at home, my mom will like text me and be like, "Hey, I don't know if you know, but the Temptations is on. Turn the channel." I mean, because you keep talking about the Temptations. The 5 Heartbeats is on. Like, turn the channel. Da 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 da. Like, or make sure you DVR it if you want to watch it later. Like, this shit is real, bro. And like, if it's on the DVR, nobody better not touch it.
So basically, it's on.
Nobody better touch it. Like, let it be on there till I be like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and delete it.
So right
till
now,
the next time it comes on.
Now.
No, it's not on there. No, it's not on there right now. It's not on there right now. It's not on there right now.
You know how I know it's on there?
What?
One day I was on the phone with you, and you were going through, and you was like, "Who watches this?" There was some stuff on there, and you were like, "Who watched this?" You were like, "Maybe that's my stepdad or somebody that's got this on there." And then you go in there, and you're like, "Ooh, Miller, guess what?" And I was like, "What?" I got the Temptations over here. And 5 Heartbeats, I'm bad. Like, see, because Temptations so much better.
Temptations is a great movie.
But you like, I got 5 Heartbeats on here, and I'm like, Q, like you didn't know that. No, but I'm just telling you.
But it's not on there right now. I probably deleted it like after I probably watched it and then deleted it. Because, stuff can only be on your DVR so long anyway before it expire. But, yeah, it's just great. Oh, my God, it's like the best. It's like, Eddie Kane, nigga, you can't beat Eddie goddamn Kane.
Nuts like this.
And then it was like a long thing because they were like, is it Eddie King and they just country and saying King like Kane, or is it Kane like Kane Kane? And it was Eddie Kane Kane. Although I kind of sort of think that it's Eddie King, they just country and they were like, that's Eddie King over there, and it's like, it sounds like it because country people can't talk. But yeah.
Yeah, but 5 Heartbeats is a real good thing. Me and Antoine was trying to figure out why a lot of people will most likely say they would take 5 Heartbeats over Temptations, and I think we came up with the reason why.
Why?
Because both of them are awesome movies. Both of them are really awesome. I just like bothering her about the 5 Heartbeats, but both of them are real good movies. I just preferably will watch Temptations over 5 Heartbeats. But if the timing of it, then I will watch 5 Heartbeats over Temptation. And the reason why, and when I mean timing of it, I mean because the length of the movies. Temptations is probably a whole hour longer.
Temptations is like you can watch 5 Heartbeats. Something is less than 2 hours. Whereas Temptations
because it's like 3 hours. Yeah, 3-4 hours. Yeah. So that's why I think people will take that over it. That's why I think people like it better because it's a shorter movie, and we know how our attention spans are. And it's a shorter movie. Temptation is a movie. Temptation has, but like me and Antoine was saying, Temptation has more attention to detail. It got more of a backstory. Their backstory is bringing them it doesn't like do you know the 5 Heartbeats? It showed them when they're younger, but it jumps so quick to them grown. Mm-hmm. What's the name? Temptations go through the whole time from when they started. You just see it going all the way through when he met Blue, how all of them met, all of that. Just is going through. They give you more of a background story. They give you more of a background story to their individual family lives, things like that. So and that's why it's so long. So you can think just because of how long it is. Mm-hmm. I never liked Scarface before because I just thought the movie was too long.
I've never seen it because
so I was like I can't watch. I don't like Scarface. Every time I try, I was like, I see how people like this jump. The jump long as head. It keep going to that stupid that doom noise. It's a little song thing they do. I guess it was an 80s thing, but it's like a doom. Like when something get ready to happen.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Somebody.
Wait, you don't like that?
Yeah, it used to be like, man, what the heck? So and then like I used to always fall asleep on it or turn it off. And then one day I sat down. It was in the middle of the day. I was home. Didn't go to school. I then went to the dentist or whatnot, and we was there. And I was laid back in the bed and said, "Oh, Scarface." And I went, put it in. Let me see what everybody really talking about this thing. And I watched it, and I watched it all the way through, like wide awake with no interruption or nothing. Like looking at it, gave it my real undivided attention, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is a good ass movie." And then watched that jump right again, and then when I told my brother, "No, we need to watch this jump together," and watched it again. So
that's like I never seen Scarface. I never seen Godfathers. None of them.
My same thing with Godfather. I didn't want to watch because them jumps long.
But Casino, that's a mafia movie, and I've watched Casino like 10, 12 times. Like. I think that movie is awesome. It got like Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro.
I think I watched Casino once.
That's my jam. Like that, and it's like a long ass movie. Like we had that when it was in VHS at my house, and it was like 2 cassettes like in there. We should be talking about the 5 Heartbeats. We got way sidetracked during 5 Heartbeats time. Mafia movies are long, and we didn't watch them.
Okay, my bad. But yeah.
But anyway, so like the songs and like all the lines.
Sing one.
I'm not gonna sing one of the songs.
Sing one of your favorite lines.
I got so many. I like one of the. It's just so many. Like the first one that just popped in my head with but it was the best part. The best one of the best lines was. When Eddie Kane was like outside, when he was outside the gate, like they had just finished performing or something, and they was getting in their car, and Eddie Kane was like running to the gate, and it was like let him through, and then he came up to the gate, and
you about to cry on that scene?
Was I about to cry?
Yeah.
I don't think I was, and just you think this is comical? This ain't funny. No. And he was when he was like nights like this. I'm not doing this because you like laughing and it's hot.
I want to hear your favorite part.
Well, that's like one of my favorite parts. And whenever Flash and Ebony Sparks, whenever they was doing stuff, it was just funny because they didn't like him really. When I always forget the Robert Townsend's character's name. Like, it never fails. A Duck. It was Duck. Because JT was the brother. Yeah, whenever, when they were, like, winning an award or something like that, and when Duck was thanking everybody, and then he was like, my brother, my low-down, selfish, like, he just went off like that. And then also when they were playing Shy Brother, him and JT, and JT, like, went over to the girl and like had him fucked up, but he was over there acting shy, like thinking his brother had his back. There's like that. And then, like I said, when Red was dangling, Bird, I think was Buddy name, like he was dangling him because he was trying to talk to him, but he was like, his office hours 9 to 5. And when he said it again, he was like, my office hours are from, and then they showed his hand pointing to him, and the dude was like, 9 to 5. Like he was like he told you, nigga, like he told you. Like, I don't know. It was like, and then at the end, I did kind of tear up a little bit when Duck got invited to the church. Like, Choir Boy was a reverend at the end, and so he got invited to the church, and they showed him that he had a surprise for him, and the surprise was Eddie Kane, and he came. I was like, Eddie Kane got his life together, man. Like, cause Eddie Kane had that shit bad. Oh yeah, it's just a great movie. And when he surprised his parents with the house, with the brand new house, and like that was super dope.
Well, my favorite line from my Time to Kill, A Time to Kill, was when they had Samuel Jackson up on the stand, and they were going over and the lawyer, he looked at him and he said, I have a question for you. He was like, I think their name was Billy Ray and somebody else. Billy Ray and somebody else. But he was like, he was like, so you trying to tell us that you think they deserve to die? And he was like, yeah, they deserve to die. They deserve to burn in hell. And then everybody got up and started like, yeah. They were like, order in the court. We're like, this is what I'm talking about, baby. And then, but Matthew McConaughey thought that he probably lost the trial because he said that.
Yeah.
They were like, nah, that was. But then my second favorite movie is Temptations, and my favorite line in that was, oh, thank you. I just had it in my head and just went away.
While he's thinking about that, I think it's important to say that he never.
David Ruffin.
What?
When David Ruffin came in there, when he was late to the show and everything, and they were singing the whole song, and then they got ready and started singing another song, and then David Ruffin came in late, and he started singing it, and then he got in the front and he finished, and then when they finished that song, he was like, hi, I'm David Ruffin, and these are the Temptations.
And he had them fucked up.
And they ran, and then they saw the other song.
Leon was in the Temptations too.
He was David Ruffin.
Yeah, Leon, that nigga was a bad motherfucker in the 90s, man.
Yeah. Hi, I'm David Ruffin, and these are the Temptations.
That was funny though.
Yeah. The Temptations ain't shit without David Ruffin. That's another good part. Love that part though too. Yeah, but that was my movie, Temptations.
First of all, though, Temptations wasn't his favorite movie until after 5 Heartbeats was my favorite, or his second favorite. Until after 5 Heartbeats was mine, he was like, oh, yeah, well, Temptations. And then all of a sudden, Temptations was the thing. He wasn't even about that Temptations line.
You know how many times, Q, me and my brothers used to recite the words of Temptations over, and that whole 4-hour thing, we used to know every little bit. We used to go and like fight over who had who verse this time. We like, no, you was David, no, you David this time, no, you Blue, this and that. We was to like go back and forth on who gonna say who part, and since it was only 4 of us, because it was me, my 2 brothers, and our cousin Steven, and since it was only us, we would have to like split, like, okay, you gonna get this one, and this one, the main character, and then you gonna get this person, that person, or sometimes we'll just be saying the jump. Like, no, it ain't even your turn. We'll just take turns on when you gonna say it. So we'll try to wait till a certain part of the movie. Like, oh, my part is when they start doing this and that. And we used to know that movie by heart, word for word.
You ain't gonna get it, cause you ain't got it. In my Eddie Kane voice. So we want to thank you all for watching.
And wrap this up.
Season 2, episode 2.
Season 2, baby. Ep.2.
Making sense of nothing.
Making sense of nothing. Your boy got some editing to do that I didn't want to do, but hey.
It happens.
Sometimes it happens.
Alright, because this is not the Temptations auditions. Show only 5 Heartbeats.
My favorite Temptation song is whatchamacallit? Imagination. Just Imagination. A lot of people don't even know that. And one of my favorite songs off that movie that's not a Temptation song is that that Red Fred. Some people call me Joe. Some people call me what is that? Dang. It's something that my people call me something, but my real name is Red Fred. I'm beginning that song. We come on at the beginning of the movie. That junk there, that's a junk though. But what's the name? That Just Like the Nation. Cloud 9 is the junk. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Oh, clap. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. That's that Papa's wrong. It was the 3rd of November. The day I always remember. Yes, it was.
Well, it's a new episode of Power tonight.
That was the day.
And we gotta wrap this up.
Daddy died.
Say goodbye to the people.
To meet you.
All right, so signing off. I'm your girl Q, aka Q-licious. I want to thank you very much for watching season 2, episode 2. Making Sister Nothing.
That's what she said. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Hey, hey, hey. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left you was alone. And I thought I was the song was a jump, especially when it break down with that little. But y'all, my bad, y'all. But it was your boy Miller, aka Miller the One, and we out this thing.
Alright, bye.
Bye, y'all. Peace.